Hey guys, so it is Sunday morning. Actually, it's 12 o'clock, so it's Sunday afternoon, and I'm just beginning to do my makeup, so I thought I would show you my everyday makeup routine. I'm trying to get more into the video thing. Right now, I don't have anything on my skin except for some vitamin C serum. So Shape Tape, I do like it, but I don't like it under the eyes. I find for younger people it's great. People aren't as dry underneath the eye, so it works for them. But for me, I use it more as coverage on my face where I need it, like that spot right there, and put a little here. And I'll probably go back and add more, but. And then I'm using, this is new for me, it's Dior Skin. This is what it looks like. And I'm using the Sigma Round Kabuki F82 brush to just buff it on. I do like this foundation better with a buffer brush. I have tried it with my hands and I hated it. And then I gave it another shot with this brush and liked it a lot better. The concealer I like to use for myself is Origins Quick Hide. It comes in no colors, so if this is your color, then it's a great concealer. I don't like any of their other makeup products, but I love this concealer, and I've used it since I was in middle school, and I've tried every single thing out there, and nothing works like this. For me, because it reflects enough, I use it a tad bit lighter, so it's reflective, and it's not drying, and it does cover nice. The deep inner corner is where you really want to keep the most of it, because that is where you need to do the reflecting and covering the most. And I'm concealer crazy, so I will definitely go back and do more, but this is like a good base to have. This is the Primer Potion by Urban Decay. And it says to let it sit for like a minute or two before you put eyeshadow on it. So I like to put that on while I'm doing another step. So just kind of stick it on there and rub it in. Sometimes I'll rub it to my eyebrows a little bit too. I do like the Clay Matte waterproof bronzers from Tarte. In the winter I use Park Avenue Princess. But sometimes if I just feel like I want it a little bit darker, I'll go in with the darker one. So I'm going to do Park Avenue Princess to start with a big fluffy brush and dust it all over my skin where the sun would naturally hit the highest parts of my cheekbones. A little bit on my nose, on my forehead, and then bring it down on your neck so that you don't have a different color. So that was a big fluffy brush like this one. It's a Sephora brush from a long time ago. This is a MAC brush. It's also a powder brush, but you can see it's a little more structured. So if you do want to do the contour thing with your bronzer, you can use something like this. Again, I just kind of like to do where the sun would naturally hit. So, but if you did want to do the contour, take the darker one and then just go right under the cheekbone. Alright, so we're going to move on to eyes. And to keep it really simple, I'm going to use this Tarte Tease palette. I think it has like the perfect shadow colors for just about anyone. It was probably about $25 or something for this palette. And when I'm doing makeup on other people, I almost use a brown on every single person I do. So it's just great to have this. So you have the different levels, the darker ones, the lighter ones, and then just light colors for the brow bone and maybe near the lash line. Never put a light color in your crease. I'm going to use this guy because I do like a warm brown. This is the brush I'm using. This is what people do. It's fluffy, but I can really get it on the crease because it's not just like a round fluff. Good. And I'm not really so worried about being perfect, but just gonna get it on the crease. You can always tap it in like this and then go back with an empty fluffy brush and then blend it. So I'm going to tap that puppy all along my crease, a little bit at a time. And then you can look straight ahead. And if you want to see it a little bit more, you do it with your eyes open. And just kind of bring what you already have with a little bit left on the brush, not with a full dip. And just bring it a little bit higher. Okay, so now I'm going to go into, let's pick this kind of pinkish color. It's called Wink. So I'm going to go in there. This is a new brush. And just put it near the lash line. Then I'm going to go in with the light color that has no pink undertone and just put it along the brow line. You don't really see it, but it just kind of like finishes the look. Sometimes I skip that altogether, to be honest with you. And then back to this is an IT Cosmetics brush. It has two sides. So if you have a brush that's tiny like this, just use that. But if you don't, I would get one because it's really nice to put a little bit of the shadow underneath your eye as an eyeliner. And it's not as harsh. A little brush like this does the trick. So this is a great brush because it has both. I'm going back with the same brown color. And then once I feel like I have that on, you can leave it like this. I like to smoke mine out a little bit, so I'm going to take most of it off of the brush, but I'm going to turn it and bring it down a bit. So whatever's already there, I'm just smoking it out and making it go a little bit lower. It makes small eyes look a little bigger. So that is it for my eyeshadow. I can show you some more fun ways. Let's just show you another fun way. So back to the little side of the brush, and this is like a sparkly bronze color in the middle there called Crush. I'm going to dab a little bit of that. I'm going to put that underneath and in the corner under my eye. Just to show you different ways you can use this. It's just like a little subtle shimmer. When you have hooded eyes like mine and you really want the lash line to appear bigger, but you don't want to close off the eye anymore on top, this is a great thing to do. To be honest with you, this is great for anybody because it just makes your lashes look thicker. If you haven't done it before, it maybe seems weird, but honestly, for me, it's like second nature. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm sure it's creepy to watch though. Okay, let's do brows next. It took me a while to use this stuff, but I really like the Ka-Brow from Benefit. For myself, it's just so easy. And it stays on all day. I mean, I don't rub my brows a lot or anything, but so I have dark brows and I think the colors are 1 to 4. I use 2 because I don't want my brows to look any darker, but it's just to kind of like subtly blend in the bald spots. And I found that like 4 was way too dark. 3 had a lot of red undertone, and I like that. The 2 is more of an ashy undertone. So I do the ends of them because the inner corners are always much darker than the ends of brows. And then I'm just gonna like, just kind of go along the bottom and make sure the line looks straight. And then whatever's left on the brush, again, I'm just kind of sort of like making straight lines, but not adding to it. So now I'm going along the top. And then here also, it just needs a little bit more filling in. And then I'm going to use this brow gel just to keep them in place. It actually came in a kit. So this says it's a 24-hour brow setter. So it also sets the color on. But again, this came in a kit and it was a really good price. So you got, oh, let me show you actually. Do I have all the products? So it came with this high brow. So if you did want to do this lightness up here, which I don't normally do because I have a pretty strong brow bone. But you can see it's pretty, it just adds the lightness. So it came with the Ka-Brow, and it came with the pencil and the brow set. Okay, so mascara, I have like, I don't love a mascara. I mean, everybody has like their favorites. I've never picked up one and it changed my life. This one's come the closest to it, but it's empty. It's called something that I don't know, so I will let you know later. But you can just look at it. It's a MAC mascara. I gotta do this hand thing to show it, I guess. Okay, So it's a MAC mascara, and it's really good for volumizing. I don't really want my lashes to be super, super long, but I do want them to be thicker. Some length is fine, but it's just not my priority. I don't like those long spider lashes. So this one I like because I can really, it takes me a little bit, but I can really wiggle back and forth and get in there. And I put a little drop of lavender oil in my mascara because I heard that it makes them grow a little bit longer. I think it kind of works. I'm not gonna lie, like my lashes look longer lately. And it's also antibacterial. So it just helps to kill some of that nasty stuff that could be in there. I would recommend only using a really high quality brand like the doTERRA or Young Living. I use doTERRA. So this is my finished look. I already have a little bit of like a chapstick or a lip gloss on. Should I throw this one on? Let's do this. So this would be like my finished look, my everyday look. Maybe throw in a little more bronzer there. That's the look. I hope that you like it. Now I'm gonna go to the grocery store.